The St. Bridget stuff in particular, I think, is this idea that, we're actually celebrating a pagan goddess. That is, to me, it's a form of bullying. It is essentially a statement to the people who are sort of still devout and faithful in this country and tend to be, they're people who listen to their local radio station and read the local newspapers and go to mass on a Sunday and live ordinary, normal lives. This is a group of people in Dublin essentially saying, we're going to take your saint and we're going to turn her into a pagan goddess who was a lesbian, practiced abortions, and all of these things, and there ain't a damn bloody thing you can do about it. Because on the St. Bridget's thing, for example, it is a statement of fact that the 1st of February is St. Bridget's Day because that is her feast day as a saint in the Roman Catholic liturgical calendar. It is further true to say that she was not a pagan goddess. She's a real living human being whose skull is in the Basilica of Saint something or other in Lisbon in Portugal. But the point is she was a real documented living human being, not a goddess. They are two distinct entities and they are being deliberately conflated in order to advance this absurd narrative that St. Bridget was a lesbian. The basis for which, by the way, the basis for that is the argument that she had a female companion who famously travelled around with her everywhere, therefore she must have been a lesbian. Now, David, if I was to say that today about some prominent Irish woman, that she travels everywhere with a female companion, therefore she must have been a lesbian, I would be denounced as a kind of homophobe. But it's okay to say it about a saint years ago. The evidence advanced for the idea that she was an abortionist is a single text dated to hundreds of years after Brigid would have died, in which a tale is told where she laid her hands on the stomach of a woman who was pregnant after rape, and the pregnancy disappeared. Now, I'm not aware of anybody who can commit such a miracle today, but I would put it to our listeners that if you said to the people who are advancing this bullshit that St. Patrick drove all the snakes out of Ireland by waving his staff, they would laugh in your face and tell you were believing in fairy stories. Yet when it comes to believing in a fairy story themselves or pretending to believe in a fairy story, they'll do it if it gives them the opportunity to rub people's faces in the fact that they can desecrate something precious to them and laugh about it amongst themselves. It is utterly disgusting.